All right, family. Black power, black power. We lunching at lunch with the general, y'all. It's the truth hour. Lunching at lunch with the general. That's right. Ring the alarm, Seti.com, online marketplace, official General Cyrus Student Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts and hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry. We got medallions and necklaces, bracelets, earrings, uh, men's cups for the brothers out there. That's right. We got you 20% off at this time. At this time, come check us out. We got a lot of products I know you're gonna like and love. That's right. Uh, Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com. Seti University, over 900 video presentations on African history, heritage, African spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. I want you to get over there immediately and get yourself in class. That's right. And Seti, keep it popping on Patreon, BPC, making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams, too hot to handle on YouTube, and so exclusive. We just keep it for our Patreon family. So, we just dropped a hard one yesterday. Hitler and Yakub, the grafting program of the SS. You understand? A lot of people say, oh, man, the Yakub ain't real. Nigga, please. It's going down right now as we speak. You see what I'm saying? Right there in front of your eyes. So we're going to dig deep into this, this ancient science and bring to truth reality of how the other races got to the planet. Okay. And so this Sunday, dropping it, this Sunday, March the 12th is going down. Did ancient African scientists graft the other races, hard body? The most extensive as it get. Was the story of Yakub true? We're going to find out. And, matter of fact, we're going to have a preview later on around 3 o'clock. So most definitely have yourself in the place. And we will go over and highlight, you understand, the most interesting subjects that we'll touch on this Sunday. All right. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General Seti, Sarasun Seti, King Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. You'll be up out of here. Nah. Here we go. Blacks kidnapped by cartel entering Mexico. Video release. Woke up this morning and I seen, where, it seemed to be, when they haven't officially said it. They just say Americans, they just say Americans have been kidnapped. 4 Americans have been kidnapped at the border, between, I believe, let me get to City, because right there you got Matamoros. Okay, which is right across from Brownsville, Texas. Let me get that in there. Right across from Brownsville, Texas. And you see them, and they saying that, I know they spoke particularly one name, in which, for, I believe to be a sister. You see, Latava Tay McGee. You see, and then these is the other 4, Shaid Woodward, Zendale Brown, Eric James Williams. You see, and so, they got some disturbing pictures. You see where they showing, the cartel, whipping down. I believe it's a minivan. Matter of fact, this is supposedly the minivan right there. Where they didn't whip down on them. And so for, what they trying to say is that, Latava McGee was in Mexico, and, these is all assumptions. You see, for some type of cosmetic surgery. and then you get one news report to say that they were down there some to get I guess cheap prescriptions. You see, and so I don't know if that's something that Peoples is doing. That but goddamn, you're gonna go into an area that's controlled by cartels. You see, and so this is where we lose a sense of reality. You know, we lose a sense of reality, and we don't understand that. Goddamn, it's a very serious war going on in Mexico, Latin America, South America, anywhere down there. You see what I'm saying? It's enough of what's going on right here in the United States. Matter of fact, both of these goddamn continents, North America and South America. But when you get down into those areas in Mexico and further south, you understand what I'm saying? The cartels got enough damn power to challenge, the military. You see, not just the damn not just the police, because a lot of them outpower the police. You see, a lot of those cartels outpower the police. So I don't even know what would make somebody go into an area like that when they know damn well, you understand what I'm saying, you ain't gonna get no backup, and even if you do, it might be too damn late. You see what I'm saying? It might be too damn late for you to get some damn backup. You see, and so from my understanding, there were government warnings about going into this area. You see, it was government warnings about going into this area because of the fact that it is a very violent war going on between two cartels. You see, it's a very violent, but it just show you, because I'm gonna discuss with you a little later about them borders. You see, it's real in the motherfucking field, and people don't understand this. You trying to make allegiances where there is no allegiances. You see, they trying to make our peoples is confused. They want to be friends with everybody, and don't nobody want to be friends with they ass. You see. And so, there was even saying that they assumed that they were hate. Even when they said that right there was like a red flag for me, that it was black people. That they saying that the cartels thought they was Haitian drug smugglers. You see what I'm saying? That they was Haitian drug smugglers. You see? And so, so right there let me know that they was black. And so you willing to, you going down there for whatever reason. Is it worth it? You see, even when I went to Mexico, you know what I'm saying, going down there to see Olmec, I could see the way that they was looking. You know what I'm saying? I seen the way that they was looking. They were not happy about, black people being there. I even, when I was in Mexico City and shit, I went into some restaurants and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm about to get me some French fries and shit, man. I look in there and I mean, it's just full of it, and you could feel the energy come. I walk right on up out that shit. You see what I'm saying? I know when I'm not wanted. You see, I know when I'm not wanted. And so, that, but, like a lot of our people, are confused, and they pull a mask over their own eyes when it comes to the reality of the world that we living in. And so when you see how violent this world is, that's why, I bring these issues to our people. That, it's a violent world, and that's why we must, as black people, you understand, form a defense, a self-defense initiative of our people. You understand what I'm saying? And number one is keep your ass where you safe. You know what I'm saying? Keep your ass in your own community where you safe. You see, y'all niggas is y'all. I don't know what confusion y'all, and I'm not, and let me state this. I don't know how many of the four were black, but I wish our people's well. and I hope that, whatever authorities that they find, our family quick, because that's not a good predicament to be in. Yeah, they did. They killed Malcolm's grandson down there. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got no help. You ain't got no help. You going to goddamn Mexico. You ain't got no help. They can't even help their motherfucking self. You see what I'm saying? They down there kidnapping judges, police, goddamn public officials. And so if they in a position to kidnap judges, police, public officials, nigga, you ain't got a chance. You see what I'm saying? Some of them cartels is so powerful that when they go in and say, motherfucker, that's some shit that got to be strategized. Shit, you know what I'm saying? And that might be in more than enough time to, and them motherfuckers is violent. You know what I'm saying? They are very violent, and they, how they, assert their authority. I done seen them down there, cutting off heads and shit. You know what I'm saying? They wild like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, I most definitely am hoping, and that, that the authorities can get in there and get them out of there. That's that's the energy I want to put out there, not to, spank nobody hand, because, you could do that once they get home. Like, y'all go sit your ass down. You see, go sit your ass down somewhere. Stay your ass from up out of here with these people, and they, damn well they don't care about you at all. You see, they don't, and all this illusion and shit. This black and brown shit. That's an illusion. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You take your black ass, across that border, it ain't gonna be no black and no brown. It's gonna be black and your ass is down. You see, ain't gonna be no black and no brown. It's gonna be black and your black ass gonna be down. You see what I'm saying? And that's gonna be the reality of that. You see, there's nobody that you can call on. So, when I looked and I say, damn, and I just wanted, and I saw, when I saw the names and I seen where it say Latavia Tay McGee, I say, no, that right there, that sounds like somebody black. Now, Eric James Williams. You see, I don't know, Zendale Brown. You know what I'm saying? And so, and they said that, I believe it was a minivan, had North Carolina license plate. So I'm assuming that they came from North Carolina. You see, and but and I'm gonna deal with this, and I'm gonna, this is gonna be, an hour, an hour long topic that I'm dealing with, because this even expands to the wars that's going on between black people and Mexican and Hispanic. You see, we got to understand that this ain't no goddamn love for us, and it shouldn't be none for them at all. You see, it should not be none for them. You thinking, that these peoples is come, and I'm dealing with that border, that the wall must go up after this. You see, that you imagine that these the type of motherfuckers that's coming across and beginning to advance on the American soil. And a lot of people say, well, it's their motherfucker, it ain't theirs neither. You see, it ain't theirs neither. They're just like people talk about, over in the so-called Middle East with what's going on with Israel and the Palestinian. It ain't the goddamn Palestinian land neither. You see, they the thief before the thief. And so even when you talk about, the peoples that y'all consider to be so-called Native American, they ain't native and they ain't the original. And they ain't got, they wasn't the first. You see what I'm saying? Even here, on this soil, you see that our peoples was here first. And that, that these wars have been going on for a very long time. You see, they ain't just started, you understand, just yesterday. They've been going on for a very long time. And so that's how they got their foot, in the land as deep as it is. You understand? Because, in many places we were removed from power. We were removed from power. And so the same people today that you're trying to force, you see a fake and fraudulent, unity with is, plotting all type of, you see, violent attacks on black people. You see, and so, you thinking about, how they doing. If they doing that type of shit, you understand, right across the border, them type of minds is, you see, in America at this time. You see, yeah, they say they traded on, yeah, they will. They did. Yeah, they did. They did. You see, you can't trust them. They can't trust themselves. You see, and so a lot of people say, well, they were here. No, fuck that. That's why, when you lose, motherfucker, that's what black people got to quit banging, motherfucker. When you lose, you lose. You got to step back up, nigga, and get a rematch. Shit, and you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, I had the belt. Yeah, you had it, nigga, but you ain't got it now. You see what I'm saying? You just because you had it before don't mean you got it now. You see, and the motherfucker put hands on you, knock you out, and take your belt, nigga, it's taken until you get a rematch and take it back. You see what I'm saying? And so I don't want to hear nothing about they was motherfucker, they lost. You see what I'm saying? And it was struggles going on over here again before the fight that when they lost to, the Europeans or whatever. And they Europeans have Europeans they goddamn self. They ass came from out of Asia. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all keep acting like they ain't indigenous to this soil. They came from Asia. That's the bottom line. You understand? They ain't nothing but a mongoloid mixed with a Russian and a damn Hindu. That's all they is. You understand? No different. And so you can take it or leave it. And so we have to understand these are not wars that being fought just yesterday. These are ancient wars. You see, and we don't. History is best qualified to reward all research. And so you understand you had to do and people ask why should we teach history, nigga, so you can see what the fuck is going on today. Because what's going on today is actually shit was initiated, from years and years back, hundreds of years back is the what groomed the wars that's going on today and still continue. Even when you hear people talking about where they want their land, but when was that? You see, that's historical. That what you speaking about, you know what I'm saying? Where you the Spanish may or the Mexican may have some power in what today is called America. You see what I'm saying? But what about before that? You know what I'm saying? Where they saying that blacks was the original people, and I've seen them say it coming out of the University of Brazil. You see, where blacks were here thousands of years before any type of mongoloid that y'all talking about is the American Indian or Native American, and that's a fictional description because they are not native. When you say native, that means that their genes are natural to the land, and they're not natural to the land. They came up out of Asia. That's where they came from. You see, and they came from the north, while our people came from the south. You know what I'm saying? And our people came up south. You see, they say we was the Mayans. No, we was the Olmecs. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. We was the Olmecs. That's who we were. You see, the Mayans came way late. You see what I'm saying? The Mayans came way late. Africans was over here way before the goddamn Mayans. Come on now. The Mayans is damn near AD people. You see? And the Mayans is damn near AD people. What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Even the one bones they found down in Brazil, Lucia, was damn near 13,000 years old. The Mayans is a damn AD people. The Olmecs got almost 3,000 years on the Mayans. The Mayans came in and usurped. You understand what I'm saying? Usurped the the Olmec. When they came in, the Mayan and the Aztecs, they came in upon sites that had already been established by the old Mecca. You see what I'm saying? Old Mexico. Even what they call the Mayan, ain't no Mayan calendar. That's the Olmec calendar. The Mayans ain't got no damn calendar. They already said that the calendar go back to 3000 BC. How in the hell it gonna be the Olmec, and they wasn't even around when the damn calculations took place? You see what I'm saying? It's actually the Nile Valley calendar that was brought to the Americas. You see what I'm saying? You know, that research was done thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. You see what I'm saying? See, all that Mayan shit, that come from that Lemurian and all that, and I don't get off into that. You understand? That has no historical precedence with me. You see what I'm saying? When they get to talking all that Lemuria and shit, and that's where you get, that's where you get, yeah, that's right. The Olmecs did use Nile Valley science. That's 100% correct. You see, and they know that. You understand what I'm saying? That's why when they saw them Olmec heads, they, and believe me, a lot of them is upset about that. You can see them going on the internet and talking shit about black people, talking about we taking their culture, that the Olmecs is indigenous Mexicans and shit. I say, man, or whatever they claim to be. You see what I'm saying? I just bust out laughing. Because, you know what I'm saying? The Mayan ain't got no damn calendar. How in the hell the Mayans is an AD people? When you look at the classical era of the Mayans, it's around like, 200 AD, 200 to like 400 AD. That's the classical era of the Mayan. You see what I'm saying? But when you talking about the Olmec go back, possibly, 2000, even earlier than that. You see what I'm saying? And it's so, and it's a lot of sites that they don't even want to give credit to the Olmecs that they have identified. So the Olmecs was thoroughly throughout Mexico all the way down into South America. You see what they call the Incas and all of that. They came in on and when they found them Olmec heads, they when they dug them up, they kicked the dirt back on them. It took them 30 more years to come and to bring to the world the evidence of the Olmecs. They kicked the dirt back on them. Now, if they thought that was them, they would have paraded them damn monuments to the world. If they would have paraded them monuments to the world. You see, they would have paraded them monuments to the world, but they didn't do that. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. You see, and so that right there proved positive. Even when you go to certain maps, that show you how they, and when I went, I said, I know they was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because we was in like we was in La Venta. You see where they, which was one of the strongholds of the Olmecs. You understand what I'm saying? And it was just crowds, because it was like a museum, I guess he was what you call one that, give information about. When you come in, they greet you and they take you to the maps and shit, and they, and they start, giving you information and when they got that, I guess what they call them. I guess I forget. But anyway, he was pointing to the Olmecs. He say, what do they look like? And I say African. Man, it was so goddamn quiet. You could hear a rat piss on cotton. You see what I'm saying? That's how goddamn quiet it was in there. You see what I'm saying? So they feel some kind of way about black people taking precedence over them. You see what I'm saying? In a land that's supposed, they know that they usurpers. You see, You know, they know that they're usurpers. And so there ain't none of them got nothing to do with us but the Olmec. You see what I'm saying? And the Africans was over here before the Olmec. You see what I'm saying? They was over here before the Olmec was the migration of Africans at a particular time. And you know, they came over here, it seemed to be around the, the 18th dynasties, and or maybe a little earlier, you know what I'm saying, in the Middle Kingdom. You know, they came over because the sciences that they possessed was highly developed. You know what I'm saying? Which means that it would have taken, hundreds, if not thousands of years to gather that type of science to be able to construct, you see, megalithics, and you could tell that that first initial wave of Africans were the ones that were the most highly advanced, because when you look at the heads, they were so skillfully crafted. You see, they were so skilled. Then, as time began to move on, they got less and less, efficient. You see what I'm saying? And exquisite with the carving. They got less and less efficient. So you see that initial, wave of Africans that came over here were the most advanced. But nevertheless, that still relates back to how the Mayans and the Aztecs, you see, warred with the Olmecs, and a lot of people don't want to deal with those facts. They did, and matter of fact, I'll show you, and maybe later on I'll show you, because they show you on the codexes. They show you on many times on the code, and if you watch my other videos that I did on the Olmecs, you will see when I show the Mayan codexes how they was, you could see them cutting the Africans' hearts out and shit. One Mayan was walking around with a damn Olmec head where they didn't severed his head, and they walking around like some witch doctor and shit with an African head on, and this was on the codex, and it's evident to see, you know what I'm saying? It's evident to see. You see, and then, as the brother was talking down there, you see where they show the jaguar face. Now, I brought that up because, if you go back to Africa, I forget what tribe it is, but you see that one chief, he wears a leopard, but it's like a gold mask, and he it's like a leopard face over his, over his mouth, and so it looked almost like, man, I wish I could pull it up right now. It's gonna take me too long. I'll look it up. But he wear it, and it almost remind me just like the faces you see in Omeka, where they got the you got the jaguar. You see what I'm saying over the face. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's okay. We gonna rock out. I just, I'll be black later on, right? So you can just come back in. I'm gonna hold it down. You see what I'm saying? And so, but this all relates to what's going on, because it's a war going on outside nobody's safe from. You could believe that. You know what I'm saying? You got to, like Dr. Clark, history lets you know your time of day. You know what I'm saying? It's like a compass that lets you know where you at on this planet, and and what time it is. You see what I'm saying? So you're not confused. And so, again, I really, I pray to the ancestors that they get family home. You see what I'm saying? I hope they move in there on their ass, and I hope they bust their motherfucking head. And if they got any sense out there, they will release them, them people immediately if they got any motherfucking sense. You see what I'm saying? You barbaric motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all barbaric. You see? And so you know what I'm saying? We ain't safe nowhere. You see what I'm saying? You know why we ain't safe? Because motherfuckers ain't clean house. You see, you can't expect for it to be safe if you motherfuckers ain't gonna step together as and come together as a brotherhood. And I keep, I'm gonna keep saying it every video: definitive black manhood, uncompromising, definitive black manhood, empowered by a definitive black masculinity. niggas don't want to be masculine. You see what I'm saying? You want to dodge, you want to dodge the big dog. So how you gonna be safe if you don't establish safety? How in the fuck is we gonna be safe? It's up to the black man to establish safety. And if he ain't gonna establish safety, ain't gonna be no goddamn safety. So when we say our people not safe nowhere, you have to look at the black man and say, why is this so, nigga? Why is this so? Why is this so? Why is our people under this type of duress and you know, and under this type of threat, you understand, to be attacked like that? And the only place you can look is at the black man. He too busy, you understand, worried of, you know, trying to, you know, take his frustrations out on his own brother, on his own family. You see, on his own woman, his own children. He's confused at this time. And so we got to wake up and clear our mind and identify who we are on this planet and identify the divine responsibility of our brothers. You understand what I'm saying? Identify and get to achieving that. You see, without any recourse. You see, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's no other course for us. You see, there's no other course for us to do that, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And so the longer we take to get our minds together, the bigger threat that our peoples is in. You see, the bigger threat our peoples is in, and then you turn around and your woman and your children is looking at you like, nigga, what you gonna do about this? And you looking for somebody to secure your black ass. Man, please. You see, you looking for somebody to secure your black ass. Okay? And so family, again, you know, for black, you know, and I don't know, I know it's at least one, but it sounds like it's possibly more than one. They haven't come out officially and said that, you know, that they, you know, how many were black, but my you know, I'm, you know, my thoughts is that it's more than one. I believe the one sister is you know, her name Tay. She most definitely looked like the one they was throwing on the back of the pickup. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, we keep your eye on it, and you know, let's make sure that, you know, we can put positive energy in the air to make sure they get home. And you know, and don't jump on them till they get home. But when they get home, tell them, and keep your ass out of Mexico, nigga. Nigga, don't go to Taco Bell, nigga. After you know, and I'm saying it will, you know, after that, I wouldn't even go to Taco Bell's. Nigga, I'll stop eating peas. Oh, no, that ain't Mexican. Nigga, I'll stop going to Taco Bell's and all that shit. I'm done with Mexico, period. Mexican too. All right, family, this is the General Sarasu Seti. I'll be right back. I want to talk about this wall. I'm coming right back. I want to talk about this wall. God damn it, Trump, you know, Trump was on to something. All right, family, this is the General saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.